My name's Henry Winter, and this is the...
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Casuals.
No, you said that I need to dress
Give me
smart.
casuals to match.
You told me to put a shirt on. Sid and Winter show? My name's Henry Winter, and I'm joined by my broadcast colleague and best friend, Sid Phoenix.
How you doing, Henry?
I'm excited that you're here.
I'm excited that we're here.
I'm
Best
excited
friends
we're all
together.
here. Always.
What have we got tonight?
A lot. So this is the first ever Sid and Winter show.
Get it.
I've been pulled the strings since I became assistant to the general manager of Friday Night Showdown. We've got a lot to go through. We're going to have a little run through UK wrestling and where we're at the minute. We've got two guests. UK wrestling heavyweight champion Mustafa Khan is in the house.
Can't wait to ask him some questions that we've been dying to ask.
And former two-time UK wrestling weaselweight champion Cayman Carlisle is in the building as well. Not as interested in talking to him.
Well, it is, because obviously he's got that feud with JPR. We need to know how it's going to end.
We're not that bothered. Hopefully he'll stomp his face into the mat. We'll see. We'll see. Lot to run through though in the lead up to what is a massive pay-per-view event.
It's happening this Saturday.
This very coming Saturday. Got to cover off first, as it is the rise of the society. Something in them has impressed you. What is it, CDP?
Well, you got to look at it. We've now got Remus Kane, around-the-clock champion.
Not the cleanest around-the-clock
Not the
championship
cleanest,
win.
but the smartest.
Was it the smartest?
He took advantage.
He
saw Billy O'Keefe had done a match and he thought, I can roll him up here.
He did take advantage, and we talked about that was within the rules of what the around-the-clock championship match is. It still was a bit ratty, but he's wearing a championship belt and got himself a shot at the tag team champions come this Saturday. How do you think that's going to go?
I think the society's on a roll. I think they could actually become our new UKW tag champions.
I think you need to stop drinking before we record these things, to be honest.
Hey, they're on a roll.
They're going to get rolled up by Jepson. That's what's going to happen. They're going to get rolled over by the Man Mountain come Saturday.
We'll see.
Well, if a New Dawn are still tag champions, we've got big match Friday night, them against Team York's Edge. We're going to get that one over. We managed Wild Shakes work, so we're pushing hard for Team
Do we
Sedgwick.
think York's Edge are going to obviously apple cart it, shall we say, and obviously put themselves as the UKW tag champions and go against the society?
Well, listen, I think there's more personal problems there that we need to cover, because we saw the Yorkshireman teaming up with Jacob Reed. If I saw you doing commentary with someone else, I'd be really upset, so maybe Joe's going to be upset about...
Yeah, maybe there'll be friction. That's something you're going to have to see on Friday.
They'll settle it over a cup of tea.
Yorkshire tea.
Or Win Tea, available on ukwrestling.tv/Henry Winter merch. £40 a cup. A lot more going on. Obviously, we've got Mustafa Khan here. We're going to sit down with him in just a minute, but Persian Empire being so dominant.
So dominant. But recently, not so dominant.
Well, recently we've seen Wolf Boy and old Leonie Rose run away from everyone, and we saw Mustafa Khan not willing to let Duncan fight Steve.
Yeah, that's a question we need to find out. Why did he pull Big Duncan from that match?
If only there was a way to get answers. Oh! Should we ask him?
Yeah, we could.
We'll just ask him. I'm not gonna give him the big up, but UK wrestling heavyweight champion, Persian heavyweight champion Mustafa Khan.
Good evening, gents.
See, look, he's come ready for a show.
All right. Enough now about that, yeah? I thought you were going to come casual.
Casual. Can only apologise for him. Listen, we are going to get into some serious journalism, because that's what we're known as, broadcast colleagues, best friends, and serious journalists. But we did reach out to the Sid and Winter Show fans, and we've got a few questions come in that we want to cover off as well. So this first one's from the username's HWinter69, and he says, "How would you get your head so shiny?"
Hold on. H. Winter.
Yeah, that's his coincidence. You don't have to answer. We've got another one here. This is from Henry W69, and he says, "If Johan was raised by wolves, are you not worried those wolves will eat you because you're a chicken?"
Oh, and who asked that question?
That was H. Winter.
Is he for real?
Let's get to serious questions. Let's ask him.
I wanted it to
our
be fun
questions.
interactive.
Yeah.
Fine. First off, you still never responded to my challenge to you?
Your challenge. Well, I know you sat here, and I'm going to be honest.
Don't sugarcoat it for me.
I don't see it as a challenge.
That wasn't sugarcoated.
Because when we wrestled each other, right, and I was smashing the keyboards across your back, the chairs and everything, I know I probably hurt your feelings.
Hit my back.
Yeah, true. But, yeah, so I'll be honest with you, I didn't really see the challenge. I heard about it. I didn't really pay any attention to it. My mind was elsewhere.
It's fine.
I think best
Still-
quickly move on there.
You're still bald. So, yeah, Sid, just any questions for him?
So, this new Persian Empire, why these members and not the old ones?
The thing is, it's like I've said, with Big Duncan. I've known Big Duncan a long time. And when I first met him, one of the first things I said to him, I said, you know what? You need to get down to UKW, start training. I already had an agenda, and I had to pick. Like a general, you have to pick your men, and nowadays women as well, in your army, you have to pick them well.
Just on that point then, you're picking your army well. We remember a previous Persian Empire. Sheikh Maktoum, Edward Crawley. Were these examples of well-picked soldiers?
To be honest with you, I never actually picked him.
So you were in charge. He wasn't really in charge of the Persian Empire.
They were kind of, how shall I put it, surplus. They were handed over to me. And you guys know that, and I'm sure the UKW fans out there know, that I'm a warrior, yeah. And they thought I could do something with Crowley and Maktoum. But I didn't have the patience. They didn't have the desire to go a couple of steps further than what my Persian Empire are doing now.
Well, speaking of your Persian Empire, you brought up Big Duncan, which we need to drop the big. Obviously he's big. We don't need to call him big. I talk to him all the time. Can we not just call him Duncan? It's pretty obvious that he's big. Or, pitch for you, you're a businessman.
Oh no.
Funky Donkey, Elephant Trunky. Just picture it on a t-shirt. Just ukwrestling.tv/Henry Winter merch. Funky Donkey. That's better.
I just don't think it's going to work. And have you actually asked Big Duncan how he feels about that?
I don't talk to Big Duncan.
Do you not?
No.
Are you not friends?
He said some hurtful things. Not unlike you, actually. You just see why you're friends, because he's not a very nice person either.
Oh, so now you're saying that I'm not a very nice person?
I'm pretty open about that. I don't think you're a very nice person. I can't tell if this is tensions that we're going to kiss or he's going to hit me.
You're going to get hit. Let's just put it that way.
Maybe.
Why did you pull Big Duncan from the Enforcer versus the Enforcer? We were going to see the man that you've trained up in Cerebral Steel
Listen. What?
against
That
Big
I
Duncan.
trained up.
You trained him
I
kickboxing,
trained
you've held
I trained
him.
him up. Now, the thing is, what you got to remember is, right, an Enforcer, 6'10", 6'11", 330 plus pound, right?
440.
Oh, 440, right. So he's packed on a few pounds, that's good. So now, that's what I call an Enforcer. That's what I call a tank. Steve, what's 10 stone, 12 stone, 5 foot something, confused hair, confused beard. He ain't no Enforcer. And I know that I taught him, but I didn't teach him everything.
There was enough of an enforcer that you were scared for Funky Donkey to get in with him, though.
Nah, there's no fear there. There's no fear there, Henry, right? You know, the thing is, I saved Steve from getting a beating of a lifetime.
Some would say that on that Friday Night Showdown we saw Wolf Boy get beaten, you weren't very happy. We saw Stinky get beaten and you weren't very happy, and so you protected the Persian Empire from another loss. Not my words, the words of everyone.
H
You protected,
69.
maybe it was, but you protected the Persian Empire from another loss by stopping Steve kicking his head off.
No, impossible. Like I said, yeah, 6'10", 440 pounds. That's what you call an enforcer, a wall. Right? Steve, bless him. Yeah, I taught him kickboxing, but this isn't kickboxing. This is wrestling. It's a different ball game.
That's true. Funky Donkey is also bigger than Mukhtoom and
I think
Tommy
you should
Dillon.
use their proper names and call them Stinky and
Do you think?
Wolf Boy.
Old Wolf Boy, yeah. He was raised by
Right.
freaking wolves.
Freaking Wolf, right? Yeah. Okay. But I think you should call him Johan Hunt and Leonie Rose. You know,
Probably not.
no. That's all right.
But you were saying about the size of Funky Donkey.
Mm-hmm.
To use his proper name. He is bigger than Mukhtoom and Dillon. How did that match go? Can you remember? How did that match go?
I think Big Duncan lost.
He did lose, but that didn't affect anything else, did it?
Yeah,
he wasn't
but-
then
no,
banned
no,
from
no.
ringside.
Was it one person versus two others?
Well, the weights levelled out.
It doesn't matter. It's still one versus two.
I mean, he took that challenge on. Unless you don't think you can get the job done, that's fine.
No,
That's
I
what I'm
know
saying.
that you could do, but you still, end of the day, if it was one-on-one, it'd be a different story.
Guess we'll have to wait and find out.
We'll see that at pay-per-view.
Yeah. The big question on everyone's lips, again, maybe just ours, but I think it's everyone's lips. Jonathan Sedgwick. We've seen people time and time again try and turn him to the dark side, try and bring him on board. People failed. What makes you think that you're going to have any better luck?
The thing is, other people are not like the Persian Empire. Now, you look at this, yeah? You look at UKW before Persian Empire. It was just cruising along, yeah? We had our matches, nothing spectacular, nothing really amazing. Then Persian Empire came along, stirred everything up. Now, the thing is, you look at this, you're doing this podcast because Persian Empire, because what we've achieved so far. We're getting other people wanting us on their podcasts and this, that and the other, yeah? Views have increased, numbers have increased, right? Because we've come along and we're the most dominant force in UKW at the moment. One, we don't take no crap. Two, we'll face anyone. We ain't got no issues. And that's what we're here for. Is to dominate, take over.
I mean, views have gone up. That is safe to say.
Is that
Since roughly I started Friday Night Showdowns with you, Sid Phoenix. Yeah.
That's what yeah.
Yeah. You agree?
Yeah.
Those dates correlate.
Yeah.
There's facts.
So, yeah, we've seen the figures.
Maybe people are tuning in because either one, the eye candy on commentary that is Henry Winter with his best friend Siddy P.
Eye candy.
Maybe people are tuning in because they're desperate to see Cedric kick your head off.
Yeah, but now Sedgwick can't challenge me, can he?
For the title, he could still come and kick your head off.
Yeah, but every match is going to be like, every match that I'm in is going to be for the title shot, isn't it?
Yeah. But you'll take any challenge, you've said that. So when he challenges you, you'll accept that. You won't run away.
I don't run away. That's
No,
one thing.
you walk.
Yeah, I just, the thing is, it's like, let me put it this way, right? When I've stepped in the ring with some of the guys, yeah, and okay, let's go back to our match,
Okay.
right? We kind of acknowledge each other. We had that little bit of respect towards each other because we had one hell of a match. You
Listen,
tested me,
a
I tested you.
healthy dose of respect. The one thing I've been very clear with Sid, and I've been very clear on commentary, the one thing that I don't lack is respect for you. I dislike immensely that I think you're taking the easy way out with having Funky Donkey back you up. I think you're taking the easy way out, running away from challengers. There isn't a lack of respect there. If anything, the respect I have for you is why I'm so annoyed at the easy road that you're taking.
One thing what I like to explain to you, yeah, have you been the heavyweight champ?
I was briefly Persian champion.
Oh
as you
yeah,
remember.
no, but the UKW heavyweight champ, have you been?
I haven't.
So you've not actually, with respect, been at top of the mountain.
No.
Yeah. So as a champion, one thing is you've got to fight, but you've got to fight clever, right? So when you're at top of the mountain and people are coming up and try to take that belt off you, you've got to use whatever strategy you can to keep hold of that belt. to keep hold of that gold. Now, as you've said it, and I'm sure a few other people have mentioned my age, I'm 48 years old. I know I don't look it, but you know what? That's genes for you, right? But when I'm at top of the mountain, they're coming to beat me. They have got to beat me. I don't really have to beat them. So when a certain boxer, an unbeaten boxer, a lot of people are saying, all he's doing is he's running around the ring, he's dodging punches and this, that and the other, you know, he's making their opponent tired. He's doing what he needs to do, and then he knocks them out. I'm only doing what a champion should do. If someone wants to challenge me, they challenge me for that title. And I've got to use every strategy I can to keep that belt. Now if you were the heavyweight champ, you'd want to keep hold of that belt as long as you can. Am I right?
You're not wrong, but I like to think I go about it a different way.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're young.
And handsome.
Yes, you're young. And
You're not getting it.
and the thing is, you know, like I said, and now, you know, we bring that age into it, 48 years old, right? But yet, I still do what I have to do to keep all of that belt. And that's what we're aiming for. That's what each and every wrestler needs to do, is aim for that gold.
I guess back to the point then, that's what you see the rest of the Persian Empire as a means to an end.
They're there. The thing is, I'll be honest with you, yeah, I was sick and tired of walking in at UKW, yeah, slapping hands with people and this and that. I wanted that belt. That's all I wanted, was that belt. Right? I've said it a number of times, yeah, age is against me. I don't know how long I've got left till I, you know, hang my boots up and this, that and the other. But I ain't quitting just yet. So basically, we've got Big Duncan, Johan Hunt, Leone Rose as part of the Persian Empire. And they're going to do whatever they can to protect their leader.
So what's the end goal with Cedric? That's what we've been asking ourselves. Say Jonathan decides that he's going to turn, he's going to join the Persian Empire. Where do you go from there?
If Jonathan joins the Persian Empire, then I've achieved everything what I've needed to achieve. Because we got the main man, we got the owner of UKW in our pocket. He's going to be, and like I said, I'm a generous guy. I will let him hold the belt. I will let him open the ropes up for me and the rest of the Persian Empire to jump in. You know, he can celebrate with us. He can have his own little pose like Johan Hunt and everything. We can do all that. But then what he will realise is he's part of a faction that is not only dominant, but we're dangerous and we're unbeatable.
I mean, you can't say unbeatable. We've seen you get beaten.
When?
We've just said we saw Wolf Boy lose his undefeated streak. We saw Luna Rocks pin Leone Rose.
No, I'm on about me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because the rest of them are relevant.
The thing is, what you got to remember is the rest of the Persian Empire, yeah, they, compared to me, they don't have the same amount of experience. They don't have the same amount of knowledge, the training, you know. I've been at it for 20 years. So the thing is, it's like, back in the day, it was a different way of training to what it is now.
Yeah, listen, my opinion is my opinion, and I've been part of factions where the leader's an egomaniacal weasel chasing after a single title and has a problem with Cedric, and it's not the best way to build a team. I just think there's problems. I can see there being problems on the horizon.
No. This is where. Who's in your faction? Tell me. So you had the Weasel.
We had the Weasel.
Yeah. Yourself.
The Man Mountain.
Yeah.
Billy O'Keefe.
Billy O'Keefe.
Shelby Sinai.
Right. Let me ask you a question. Who was the leader of the faction?
Well, the Weasel, wasn't he, sadly?
Right. That's where your fault lies.
Maybe. There's a point that we can agree on.
Right? That's where your fault lies. Now, with me, like I said, when I've got my Persian Empire, I've got the experience, I've got the knowledge, but even at my age, I've still got the power, the strength, the flexibility, the knowledge, everything I need to do to keep hold of that belt. Now, with them three, They know that I'm the man. They know that I'm the boss. My word is gospel. They will follow my lead. Okay, they've slipped up a couple of times, right? So I have to go back to the drawing board, think things through, and then come back stronger.
Fair enough. We've taken a lot of your time, but one last question that we did want to ask. This Saturday, 30-man Rumble, titles on the line. What's your predictions?
Come on, you even have to ask that.
He could be number one. We said the numbers are random.
Listen,
Big Duncan could be number 30. Hungry.
He's always hungry.
Fair.
Yeah, he's always. That's why you call him Big Duncan. Yeah, I've seen this guy demolish anything, right? But I don't care if I'm number one. I don't care if I'm 30. You know, I'm the most dominant UKW heavyweight champion. You know it. These lot know it. And you know what? I'm a survivor. That's why I've lasted till I'm 48 and I'm still going further. This is what I said back in the day when I said when I was speaking to everyone when I turned my back on Sedgwick. Every single wrestler in the back wet their panties because they thought that Mustafa Khan was going to retire. Each and every one of you fell into the same hole, believing me that I'm going to retire. Oh, my injuries are this, that, and the other. My age is against me. No, I've come back stronger.
Anything you want to add?
Just remember, if you are eliminated, Jonathan Sedgwick can win that title back.
When?
What do you mean when? I won't be eliminated.
Time for Peyton and Henry Winter spoiler alert. Oh, no. Sedgwick takes the head off Mustafa Khan early doors. The wanted Phoenix has to raise someone's hand as the new UKW heavyweight champion at the end of the night.
Ain't gonna happen, guaranteed.
Listen, we've kept a lot of your time. You have been a generous champion with your time for us this evening.
Too generous.
I don't like you at the minute. I disagree with what you're saying, but I appreciate you joining us.
All right.
I think you've annoyed him.
I think I have. I'm not getting that kiss. That's for sure.
You went too far there.
Maybe. Big talk though, Mustafa Khan, as you would imagine.
Finally got answers that we needed.
Still
finally seen what he wants from his Persian Empire, what he actually thinks
but
of them.
still no idea of what he wants, why he wants Jonathan Sedgwick other than just because.
To carry a belt.
There's got to be more to that.
There's got to be more.
We'll dig. There's good investigative journalists. Listen, we did have Cayman Carlisle down, but sadly, that's all the time we've got for this week. Join us next time on the Sid and Winter Show, where we're going to give what a... Hey!